Carson-Newman took game one 8-0 in 6 innings via the run rule. A walk-off 2-run single from Sarah Walker gave the Eagles the win, and now they turn to Lacey Keck to try and get the sweep over Wingate here in game 2 from the Vicky Cassee Hollyfield Softball Complex. I'm Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. It is the 100th all-time meeting between these two schools. Carson-Newman leads the all-time series 58-41. And so, in game number 100, it is Lacey Keck to get the ball. The left-hander freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee, comes in 3-1 with a 4.63 ERA, makes her 4th start of the season. Got the start on Saturday against Lincoln Memorial in a 12-2 run rule victory in game number 2 of that contest. And now she will face Kaylee Hobgood, lefty at the top of the Wingate order. Game 2 is underway with the first pitch coming at 3:24 local time. 9 minutes over what my estimated prediction was of 3:15. Hobgood in game 1 was the leadoff hitter. Swings on the 0-1, bounces it back to Keck, who climbs the ladder to secure it and snaps it over to first for out number 1. Here's a look at Carson-Newman defensively. Just one wrinkle from game 1, but in the outfield it's unchanged. Abby Martin is in straightaway center. Addie Saunders flanks her in left, in right is Katie Mathena. As Addie Higginbotham steps into the lefty's batter's box, and the first pitch from Keck is a rise ball high. From first to third around the infield, it is Macaulay Bailey. Reese Winchester replaces Shelby Armstrong. Then Malia Smith and Grace Gregory, with Anne-Marie Richards behind the dish, and Keck in the circle to complete the battery. 1-0 to Higginbotham is chopped foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Same can't be said for Wingate in terms of changes for second-year head coach Sydney Lawners. Top 3 remain unchanged, but different pieces seen throughout the bottom 6 hitters as the 1-1 hangs outside. 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting shortstop in Higginbotham. Kendra Murray is on deck, playing at first base once again. Riley Griffin moves up to the 4 spot and is the designated player. 2-1, a slow chopper towards second. Winchester scoops it up at the speed of Higginbotham too much. No one's covering second base. Keck to Smith. It is not in time as Higginbotham advances up to second. So a change here for Wingate. They struggled to get the offense going. Just 2 hits in game 1. They've got 1 on their second batter of game 2. Brings up Kendra Murray with a runner in the scoring position. First pitch is high to Murray. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Murray, soft liner into left field for a base hit. Saunders picks it up in left and snaps it back in as Higginbotham's in game 2. Brings up Riley Griffin. Swings on the first pitch, muscles it out to right field. Mathena catches, Higginbotham tagging. The throw to the plate is not in time. Advancing up to second goes Murray on the throw. And Wingate strikes first on the sac fly from Griffin. It is 1-0 in the top of the first inning. RBI number 11 on the season for Riley Griffin and the first run to score this afternoon for the Bulldogs. Brings up Raleigh Dudley. Takes the first pitch strike. Dudley is the first change that we've seen from Wingate today. She's playing in left field. Then Reagan Simmons is on deck. She's catching here in game 2. Sydney Patterson bats 7th, playing at second base. Bella Kramer, she's unchanged at right field, as is Demaya McFadden at third base. As the 0-1, back in the zone is Keck. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. She holds off and it misses upstairs. Peel down to third and she did not go around, says third base umpire Lenny Fox. Maurice Ash is behind the dish here in game 2, calling the balls and strikes. 1-2, called strike 3. Keck freezes Dudley as she sticks it at the top of the zone. Closes the book on the top of the first, but Wingate strikes first. They bring 1 run in on 2 hits. First look at the Carson-Newman bats in game 2 when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
For the first time today, Wingate has a run, and they have the lead with a sac fly in the first inning off the bat of Riley Griffin. And so Carson-Newman, that scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first in game 1, looks to respond. And Malia Smith will lead off, facing Jillian Thomas. Senior left or right-hander for Wingate. Fires in a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1 to Malia Smith. Smith went 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI in game number 1. As time is called as the gate down the left field line that leads to the Carson-Newman locker room was left unlocked, and so it swung open. And the left fielder, Raleigh Dudley, goes to fix it for Wingate. Smith standing in the lefty's batter's box. The 0-1 from Thomas. Poked into left field, charging in is Dudley. She dives and she makes the catch. Dudley was playing in. She's read the scouting report on Malia Smith. Likes the little blooper out to left field. She is able to charge in and make the play for out number 1. Just kind of hung up there with the backspin from Malia Smith. And so here's Abby Martin. First offering, outside, 1-0. Thomas on the season is 3-2, making her 7th start of the season, 12th appearance overall. Comes in with a 2.75 ERA. Through 43 and a third innings of work. 1-0. Check swing from Martin, and she goes around 1-1. .41 strikeouts to 14 walks for Thomas on this season. The 0-1. Or the 1-1 rather. Misses high and outside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 hangs upstairs. 3 balls and a strike against Abby Martin that went 0 for 4 in game 1. Reached on a fielder's choice 3 times. Also flew out to center field. Trying to be the first base runner in game 2 as Thomas comes home on the 3-1. Finds the zone, and the count goes full. Here's the 3-2. And she got her swinging. First strikeout for Jillian Thomas this afternoon. It's 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first. As it brings up Macaulay Bailey. So a flip of the script for Wingate here in game number 2. They strike first. They're looking for a shutdown bottom of the first to try and get the split. And these two teams have split each of their first 2 South Atlantic Conference doubleheaders this season. First pitch to Macaulay Bailey. This is on the outer half. 1-0. Carson-Newman had dropped game 1 of its first 2 sack openers against UVA-Wise last week on Tuesday and then on Saturday at Lincoln Memorial. And they pick up an 8-0 run rule win in game 1 today. The 1-0 zips upstairs and check swing from Bailey. She's able to hold off and work ahead 2-0 with 2 away. The 2-0 is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Bailey with 232 career RBIs is the active leader at the Division II level. And his 3rd all-time in sack history, stands 8 RBIs from breaking that record. Is Tardy on the 2-1, and the count goes to 2-2 with 2 away as Thomas looks for a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. Lily Honeycutt got the ball in game 1, got through the first, but was chased after that. The break even from Thomas. Bailey sends a towering pop-up, foul ground, third base side, and it lands on the hill that runs parallel with Davis Street. Another 2-2 to Bailey. Hangs outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Defensively for Wingate, Kaylee Hopgood is still in center with Bella Kramer in right. Riley Dudley is in left. Kendra Murray's at first. It'd be Patterson second. Eddie Higginbotham at short. And Demaya McFadden at third with Reagan Simmons behind the dish. Here's the payoff from Thomas. And it's inside, ball 4. So a patient at bat from Macaulay Bailey, works the 2-out walk and is the first base runner for Carson-Newman in game number 2. Sets the table for Grace Gregory. Kickstarted the Carson-Newman offense with a 3-run blast in the bottom of the first in game 1. Went deep to straightaway center with the wind blowing out, as it is still doing the same, just now towards left center instead. First pitch to Gregory. He's high and outside. 1-0. Simmons pumped to throw towards first, where Bailey was planted on the bag. Not a threat to steal. Here's the 1-0. Down the chute, 1-1. Gregory was 2 for 3 in game 1 with 3 RBIs. Also worked a walk in the 8-0 win for the Eagles. The 1-1. Gregory pops it up, shallow left center field. Higginbotham goes back and is there to make the play for out number 3. Wingate takes a 1-0 lead heading into the second as Thomas works around the 2-out walk and sends us into the second inning on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Reagan Simmons leads off for Wingate here in the top of the second inning, facing Lacey Keck, who heads back out for her second inning of work. Sydney Patterson and Bella Kramer to follow. First pitch swing for Simmons, drives it deep to left field. Saunders back to the wall, it is gone! The first pitch she sees this afternoon. Simmons goes deep on a leadoff home run in the top of the second in Wingate, doubles its lead. It is 2-0. Third home run on the season for Simmons. Head coach Michael Graves quickly out of the first base side dugout. And that will be the day for Lacey Keck. Gets through one inning, throws another pitch in the second, and is relieved by Lorelei Spradlin. Right-handed sophomore comes in as Wingate doubles its lead. It's 2-0 as she gets warmed up. We'll take a quick break on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Lorelei Spradlin into the game and starts with the first pitch strike to Sydney Patterson, the second baseman. Spradlin, a sophomore out of Blacksburg, Virginia, comes in relief for the second consecutive game. Went 2 1/3 inning, allowing just one hit and no runs in the win over Lincoln Memorial. The 0-1 is driven out into right center field, and it drops in for a base hit from Patterson. The fourth hit for Wingate here in the second inning. They double their total from game one through the first 7 hitters in game number 2. Spradlin's hit against Lincoln Memorial was against the first batter she saw, and the trend follows here against Patterson. As showing Button pushing it to first base, and being retired is Bella Kramer. Pushes Patterson into scoring position at second, as Wingate added on to its 1-0 lead on a leadoff solo home run from Reagan Simmons on the first pitch in the second inning. Brings up to Maya McFadden. Waves at the first pitch and fouls it off of home plate. And the count goes to 0-1. The 0-1 from Spradlin. McFadden, ground ball up the middle and into center field. Stopping at third and hesitating for a moment was Patterson as Martin bobbled it. But it's another hit for the Bulldogs as it sets the table now for the top half with Kaylee Hobgood. 5 hits the first time through the order for Wingate. They were just able to put together 2 all of game 1 against Actiana Stamper. As there's runners on the corners for Kaylee Hobgood. Grounded out to the pitcher in Keck to lead off this game. First pitch to Hobgood, misses low. And swiping second goes McFadden. So there's no force out now on the bases for the Eagles. 6th stolen base of the season for McFadden. And the infield comes in for Carson-Newman. The 0-1 to lefty Hobgood. Or now, the 1-0, and now it misses high and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Hobgood, ground ball, and it finds its way out of the reach of the outstretched arms of Winchester. Drives in Patterson. It's 3-0 Wingate. As time is called, and the entire infield will come in for Carson-Newman. Back-to-back seeing eye singles for Wingate. Gives them an early 3-0 lead. So a change here in game 2. Carson-Newman been a slow starter through the opening game of their doubleheaders as of late, and then turned it on in game 2. And they got off to a hot start in game 1. They've fallen behind here in game 2. Quick 3 runs through the first inning and a third for Wingate. And now the shortstop Eddie Higginbotham shows bunt, pulls back as it misses the zone, and stealing second goes Hobgood. Here's the 1-0 from Spradlin. That finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Kendra Murray stands on deck for the Bulldogs. Spradlin home on the 1-1. Higginbotham straight back to Spradlin. She'll go to first and retire Higginbotham. Spradlin looked back the runner in McFadden at third. For out number 2, and so here is Kendra Murray with 2 in scoring position and 2 away in the top of the second. Murray singled her last time up. She's trying to add on to her team-leading RBI total. She's got 23 this season. First pitch swing, and she comes up empty. Spradlin gets ahead to start this at-bat. The 0-1 clips the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. So Spradlin ahead in the driver's seat against Murray, trying to shut down this inning and avoid any further damage. The 0-2 goes back to a similar spot, just a couple of notches lower, and Murray's able to hold off. One, 2, Murray grounds it foul down the third base side, and moving out of the way is head coach Sydney Lahners. So the count stays where it is against Kendra Murray. First baseman out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Leads the team in basically every major statistical category. 1-2, rocketed back into the netting behind home plate. Ruffles the netting. Makes the sound on our crowd mic. Another 1-2 from Spradlin. This is low, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is Hobgood at second and McFadden at third. A 3-0 Wingate lead here in the top of the second. 6 hits for the Bulldogs. 2-2. Spradlin goes upstairs, and Murray's able to stay patient. Does not bite, and has worked backwards in this at-bat. Runs it full. And was down 0-2 in this count. Spradlin home on the 3-2. Foul tipped into the mid. It's a strikeout for Spradlin that bring this second inning to a close. It is 3-0 Wingate. They had 2 more on RBI singles from McFadden and Hobgood. Makes it 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Anne-Marie Richards leads off, facing Jillian Thomas here in the second. Swings on the first pitch, grounds it to the shortstop Higginbotham. It's a low throw, but it's scooped by Murray at first for out number 1. Wingate has thrown the first punch here in game number 2. It is a 3-0 Bulldogs lead. 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, highlighted by a solo home run from Reagan Simmons. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Addie Saunders now steps in, the 6-hitter in the Carson-Newman order. Trying to find a way to kickstart this offense against Thomas. Fouls the first pitch back. Thomas hasn't started the last handful of games, but has been a starter this season. Has been pitching well. The 0-1 loops low. Has been used in relief, with Lily Robbins getting the start over the last couple of contests. 1-1. Saunders shoots it into left field for a base hit. First hit for the Eagles. Puts 1 on with 1 away. And some good speed from Addie Saunders goes on the bases. Third consecutive at-bat with a hit for Addie Saunders. Start 0 for 2 in game 1. Brings up Katie Mathena. The one for the first offering from Thomas hangs upstairs. Count goes to 1-0. Over the last 4 appearances for Thomas, she has just allowed 2 runs, 1 of those earned. 1-0. Rushes inside against Mathena. 2 balls and no strikes. And across those last 4, she is had 13 innings of work. 2-0, finds the outer half, and it's 2-1 now against Katie Mathena. On the contrary, for Thomas, she had allowed at least multiple runs in her 6 of her first 7 contests as Higginbotham slapped down the ground ball from Mathena. Was able to recover and go to second for 1 as Mathena takes Saunders' place at first on a fielder's choice. Brings up Sarah Walker, who had a very strong game 1. Went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and had the 2-run single that brought game 1 to a close. An 8-0 win for the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th. Walker fouls away the first pitch she sees from Thomas. And it's 0-1. The 0-1, Walker pokes it into foul ground right field, sliding in, unable to make the plays, the right fielder Kramer. It was close to being a fair ball. As Mathena was motoring around the bases with 2 outs. Now the count at 0-2 against Walker in the righty's batter's box. Thomas home. Goes upstairs with the rise ball. Walker lays off it. One, 2. Walker fights it off as the pitch moved inside from Thomas. Count stays where it is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The freshman out of Mills River, North Carolina. Walker had gone through a slump but is currently riding a 7-game hitting streak. Her career long. Waves through to 1-2 and Thomas puts up another scoreless frame here in the 2nd. Leaves Mathena on the bases. Sends us into the 3rd. It is a 3-0 Wingate lead on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Lorelei Spradlin enters her first clean inning of work, and the first pitch swinging is a line drive straight to Abby Martin off the bat of Riley Griffin for out number 1. So a better start here for Spradlin and the Carson-Newman pitching staff that has allowed 1 run in the first when Wingate drew first blood on a sac fly from Riley Griffin, and then 2 more added on in the 2nd as Raleigh Dudley comes in and takes the first pitch ball. Dudley struck out looking to end the top of the first. 1-0. Misses downstairs from Spradlin, 2 balls and no strikes. Is high and outside, 3 balls in a row to Raleigh Dudley. Here comes the 3-0 from Spradlin. That misses upstairs, and it's a 4-pitch free pass to Raleigh Dudley with one away here in the top half of the third inning. Brings up Reagan Simmons. She went deep on the first pitch she saw from Lacey Keck to lead off the second inning. Lefty and Simmons. Here comes the first pitch from Spradlin. Bounces in. Scooped by Richards, and then Dudley lost her footing and crawled back to first base. One-0 to Simmons. This is high and outside, 2 balls and no strikes, and as Spradlin has missed on her last 6 pitches, Anne-Marie Richards is going to go have a conversation in the circle with her pitcher, settle things down. Simmons is 1 for 1. Had the home run in the second. Ahead 2-0 in this at-bat. 2-0 from Spradlin. Is down the chute for a strike. Gets back in the at-bat. Dudley over at first. Here's the 2-1 from Spradlin. Simmons a pop-up in foul ground down the left field line, and it is too far out of reach for Grace Gregory or Malia Smith. Levels the count at 2-2 with 1 away. Break even from Spradlin. Simmons hammers it out towards center. Martin looks up, and it is gone! Back-to-back at-bats, and Reagan Simmons goes deep once again. 5-0 here in the third. Fourth home run of the season from Simmons. She got a pitch elevated up in the zone. She went and got it, and she knew as soon as she hit it that it was going out to center field. And so Holly Tucker-Vance, in her third season as the pitching coach for Carson-Newman, goes and talks with her team as they find themselves in a hole that is much like what Wingate had in game number 1. And they trailed 5-0 after 2 innings. Struggled to get hits together. They've turned this game on its head in game number 2. 5 runs through the first 2 1/3 innings. So here is Sydney Patterson. First pitch to Patterson, misses upstairs, 1-0 from Spradlin. One-0 to Patterson, fouled straight back and pings off one of the stanchions behind home plate that holds up the net. Levels the count at 1-1. Spradlin home once more. Hangs upstairs, 2 balls and a strike to the second baseman, who's 1 for 1 with a single. Scored back in the second. Two-1. Misses upstairs once more from Spradlin. 3 balls and a strike. Reagan Simmons with 2 home runs for Wingate. He's just taking any momentum out of the sails for Carson-Newman. 3-1 is a slow roller towards short. Smith with quick movement. Tosses to first and puts 2 away. Brings up the 8-hitter Bella Kramer. Seven hits for Wingate here in game 2 as Kramer waves through the first pitch rise ball from Spradlin. Gets ahead 0-1. 0-1. Spradlin goes back upstairs, and this time Kramer lays off it. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1, back to the rise ball, and this is a pop-up to left field. Saunders closes the book on the top of the 3rd, but Reagan Simmons does more damage. A 2-run home run. Adds 2 more, and it's 5-0. Wingate heading to the bottom of the 3rd on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Another home run from Reagan Simmons. A 2-run shot in the top of the 3rd makes it a 5-0 Wingate lead heading to the bottom half of the 3rd. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. 9-1-2 for Carson-Newman, trying to get this offense back into gear to what we saw in game 1. It's Reese Winchester to lead off. First pitch swing for Winchester, and she pops it up out of play. It lands on top of the press box here on the first base side, and the count goes to 0-1. Winchester, for the first time this season, did not start in game 1. It was Shelby Armstrong that took her spot at second base. Now the freshman here in game 2. The 0-1 at the bottom part of the zone makes it 0-2. Winchester went 1 for 2 in her last game against Lincoln Memorial in the second half of that doubleheader. Picked up an RBI as well. Here's the 0-2. Bounces well in front of home plate, and the count goes to 1-2. One-two from Thomas. Winchester fights it off with a foul ball that lands once more on top of this press box at the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield Softball Complex. Wind is blowing out today. Aided the Eagles in game 1 with a 3-run home run from Grace Gregory, and has helped Reagan Simmons, catcher for Wingate, 2 home runs here in game number 2. The 1-2 down and inside against Winchester. Squares the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just 1 hit the first time through the order so far for Carson-Newman. It was a single from Addie Saunders. Break even to Winchester. Hits it straight to the third baseman McFadden, who drops to a knee and secures it to put 1 away. Brings up the top half of the Carson-Newman order with Malia Smith and Abby Martin. Set to also come up in this third inning. If it gets any further, it would be Macaulay Bailey. So Smith tries to get this offense back into where it was. Thomas with a pair of strikeouts through the first 9 hitters she sees, as Thomas shoots it on to Davis Street on the third base side, foul. And the count goes to 0-1. Smith is 0 for 1, flew out to left, but a nice diving play from Raleigh Dudley robbed Smith of a leadoff base hit. Here's the 0-1. Thomas zips it upstairs. Count goes to 1-1 with 1 away. One from Thomas. Smith, ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Second hit for the Eagles, first from Malia Smith. And it puts speed on the bases for Abby Martin as Carson-Newman tries to find a way to regain that offensive form it had in game 1 and has had in last 2 game 2s. Run ruling Lincoln Memorial the last time out, 12-2. Got a 7-2 win over UVA Wise. First pitch is upstairs to Martin, and it's 1-0. Carson-Newman had been outscored 9-5 the first 2 game 1s of SAC play, but outscored opponents 19-4 in the second game of the doubleheaders. As the 1-0 to Martin finds his own, and the count goes to 1-1. One from Thomas is upstairs. Two balls and a strike against Abby Martin. Struck out swinging back in the first. 2-1. Martin, a check swing, goes around. And a strike was called either way by home plate umpire Maurice Ash. Snap throw down to first, and Smith was back in ahead of the tag from Kendra Murray. Wind starting to whip out towards left field. Break even. Swing and a miss. Martin down by way of the K for the second time in game number 2. Thomas with her third punch out puts 2 away. Brings up Macaulay Bailey. She worked a walk her last time up as she tries to string together multiple hits for Carson-Newman. First pitch is off the mark from Thomas. Count goes to 1-0. Warming up in the Wingate bullpen is Lily Robbins. Those two, Robbins and Thomas, have kind of been combined to finish the last few games for Wingate, as the 1-0 is fouled straight back and it's 1-1. Although it's been on the flip, it's been Robbins that has gotten the starts and Thomas that has closed out majority of the games. The 1-1 down the chute, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 misses outside. Smith is going. The throw down is off target, and Smith slides in safely with her 18th stolen base of the season. That leads the way in the South Atlantic Conference. So the first runner in scoring position for Carson-Newman in game 2. Bailey tries to break up the shutout. Here's the break even from Thomas. Bailey ropes it into left field, and it bounces towards the corner. Smith motors around third. She goes in to score. An RBI single from Macaulay Bailey. And the Eagles strike back with their first run in game 2. It's 5-1. 43rd RBI of the season for Macaulay Bailey and 233rd in her illustrious career. Bailey has reached both times in game 2, a walk and now the RBI single. Grace Gregory now climbs in. Righty on righty against Thomas. First offering from her is low to Gregory. Gregory popped out to the shortstop, Higginbotham, to end the bottom of the first. The 1-0. Hangs upstairs on a rise ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the 2-0 to Gregory. Clips the bottom part of the zone, 2-1. Thomas comes home on the 2-1. Foul tipped and squeezed by Simmons. Levels the count at 2-2. Break even from Thomas. Nearly hits Gregory as she turns out of the way. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Moving high and inside. Gregory has worked the count full. Here's the payoff from Thomas. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Jillian Thomas. As Gregory goes down swing, but Carson-Newman is able to strike back. They grab 1 here in the 3rd. An RBI single from Macaulay Bailey. Back with more on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
9-1-2 for Wingate here in the top of the 4th inning from the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield Softball Complex. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Macaulay Bailey, an RBI single in the bottom of the 3rd, makes it 5-1 Wingate as Demaya McFadden leads off, and then as Kaylee Hobgood and Addie Higginbotham. First pitch swing for McFadden, straight back to the pitcher in Spradlin. 1 pitch and 1 gone in the 4th. Wingate offense has been helped by a pair of home runs from Reagan Simmons. A solo home run in the 2nd and a 2-run shot an inning ago in the 3rd, and back-to-back at-bats. First pitch to Hobgood is a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Hobgood had an RBI single in the second that made it a 3-0 lead. And the 0-1, Hobgood a chopper to second. Winchester to first and puts 2 away. Brings up Addie Higginbotham. 3 slappers in a row in this Wingate order, 9-1 and 2. Higginbotham is 1 for 2, a single with a run scored in the first. Grounded out to the pitcher last time up. Swings on the first pitch, and it's out of reach for Winchester at second. Higginbotham with a 2-out base hit. So here is Kendra Murray. Our freshman first baseman is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the first. Struck out swinger last time up. First pitch is off the mark to Murray. Here's the 1-0. Murray a hard shot down third base side foul. Hurdling the ball is Sydney Lawners, the head coach for Wingate in her second season. Bulldogs lost in the regional final when they faced Francis Marion. Murray on the 1-0, loops it out to right field. Mathena towards the line and secures it for out number 3. So 2-out base hit from Higginbotham, but no more damage is done. First 0 put up for this Carson-Newman pitching staff in game 2. Sends us to the bottom half. It is 5-1 Wingate on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Spradlin with the scoreless top of the 4th inning gives way to her offense that tries to find some more momentum. They dragged 1 run across in the third from Macaulay Bailey. And so it is Anne-Marie Richards that leads off here in the bottom of the 4th. Jillian Thomas still in the circle for Wingate. She starts Richards off with a strike on the bottom part of the zone. And it's 0-1. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman took game 1. 8-0 and won it in 6. Here's the 0-1. Another strike to Richards, and it's quickly 0-2. 100th all-time meeting between these two schools. The 0-2 from Thomas. Fouled straight back. So we'll do it all over again on the same count. Richards is 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop. And Higginbotham her last time up. Richards was 2 for 4 in game 1. Here comes the 0-2. Misses outside. Richards staying patient in this at-bat. Time is called. Richards will step back in. She tends to be pretty aggressive early in at-bats, but she's taking her time here. The 1-2 fights it off. And Carson-Newman did so well was getting the leadoff hitter on base in game 1. Did it in 5 of the 6 innings. And they've just got the one here in the 3rd, and Malia Smith. She did come in to score. The 1-2. Richards spoils with another foul ball. She chases upstairs with the rise ball. Is able to catch a piece of it. Here's another 1-2. Richards fights it off once more, slicing it down the first base side foul. Thomas back to the dish, another 1-2. Richards line shot, and it's over the head of a leaping Higginbotham. A leadoff single for Anne-Marie Richards. Richards trying to pump up this Carson-Newman bench that is trying to build some momentum. Now 4 hits in game number 2, and here comes Addie Saunders. She's 1 for 1. Had the first hit for Carson-Newman, a single back in the 2nd. Standing in the lefties batter's box, the first pitch to Saunders. Right down Main Street from Thomas, and it's 0-1. Richards over at first. Here comes the 0-1 from Thomas. This is low away to Saunders. Carson-Newman has had to come back on some occasions. Never as big as 5. Here comes the 1-1. Saunders cracks it into right field. Back-to-back base hits for the Eagles here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Saunders is 2 for 2. Eagles threatening here in the bottom half of the 4th. Brings up Katie Mathena. Grounded into a fielder's choice her last time up in the 2nd. First pitch to Mathena. She shows bunt, pulls back as it misses inside. She twirls out of the way. It's 1-0. Richards at 2nd, Saunders at 1st. Mathena stands in the righty's batter's box, and the 1-0 is outside. 2 balls to no strikes. Thomas has struggled just a touch here in the 4th. Back-to-back base hits from Richards and then Saunders. He's given up 4 hits, first 6 hitters. 2nd time through the order, and she misses low on the 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Mathena. Kendra Murray had some words of encouragement for Jillian Thomas. The 3-0. Mathena turns and fouls it away. Had the green light on the 3-0 count. And when Mathena swings, she does not hold back. It's an element of her hitting that head coach Michael Graves likes. Doesn't hold back or guess on any pitches. The 3-1 shows bunt, pushes it to the pitcher Thomas, runs into the 3rd baseman McFadden, and Thomas lost her glasses but was still able to hold on to it, keep her balance, and snap it to first for out number 1. But Saunders moves up to second and Richards to third as it brings Sarah Walker to the dish. A chaotic sequence where Mathena maybe caught some people by surprise with the bunt. Executed well in front of home plate, and it was a close play over at first. But a snow cone squeeze by Murray was able to hold on to it. So with 2 in scoring position and a brief conversation in the circle among this Wingate infield, Sarah Walker climbs into the righty's batter's box. Trying to cut into this Wingate lead. First pitch from Thomas is outside to Walker. One-0. Walker pops it up. It'll stay on the infield on the right side. Patterson holds on to it. Walker upset, rips her helmet off as she walks back into the dugout. Opportunity there for Carson-Newman to cut into the lead. Just a sac fly would have been good as well, and Walker is going to be upset with that sequence. Brings up Reese Winchester, lined out to the third baseman McFadden her last time up. With 2 outs, Winchester in the 9 spot tries to spark for Carson-Newman. Comes up empty and was a tad late on the first pitch from Thomas. And it's 0-1. This inning started with back-to-back base hits from Richards and Saunders. Here's the 0-1. Low and away, 1-1. Then the sac bunt from Athena put both in scoring position. And most recently, the infield pop out by Sarah Walker has put 2 away. The 1-1. Races upstairs, 2 balls and a strike to Reese Winchester. She's worked more walks than anybody in the Carson-Newman order with 19, but has not forced a walk since February 28th. 2-1. Low and away, 3 balls and 1 strike now to Winchester, the second baseman. Tries to keep this inning going for Carson-Newman. It's been in these spots that Carson-Newman at times has struggled to get that marquee hit. 3-1 to Winchester. It's low, and the bases are loaded as Winchester works her 20th walk of the season. And it brings back the top of the order for Carson-Newman with Malia Smith. And now a conversation in the circle for Wingate. Coming out is Michaela Bowman, the assistant coach for Wingate. She's got the iPad with her. There's the infield and catcher Reagan Simmons with her. Michael Graves has his own little meeting on third base side with Malia Smith and Abby Martin, along with Winchester, who will be at first, Saunders at second, and Richards at third. Smith is 1 for 2. Singled her last time up in the third and came to score as the first run for Carson-Newman. An RBI single from Macaulay Bailey, and she represents the tying run. It'll be the lefty Smith against the righty and Thomas. Base is loaded for Carson-Newman with 2 away. They're trailing 5-1 here in the bottom of the 4th in game 2. Winchester at first, Saunders at second, and Richards at third. Smith showing bunt, standing deep in the lefty's batter's box. Now rears back as the first pitch from Thomas finds the zone. Here comes the 0-1. Misses outside. And the count goes to 1-1 against Malia Smith. Wingate dugout. Doing everything they can to energize their teammate in the circle. The 1-1 to Smith. Pops it up out of play, foul. One ball and 2 strikes against the shortstop, Malia Smith. The 1-2. Pops it up. It'll stay on the infield. Higginbotham makes the catch. And Carson-Newman leaves the bases loaded. And an excited Wingate team meets everybody outside the third base side dugout. Sends us into the 4th inning. It is 5-1 Wingate over Carson-Newman here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Carson-Newman leaves the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th with the tying run at the dish. Malia Smith popped out as Lorelei Spradlin looks for another scoreless frame and deals the first pitch ball to Riley Griffin, 4, 5, and 6 in the Wingate order. A 1-0. Misses beneath the knees of Griffin, and it's 2-0. Griffin a sac fly in the first, and then a line out to center back in the 3rd inning. (2-0) from Spradlin. Finds the zone on the outer half, and it's 2-1. (2-1) from Spradlin. Griffin lifts it out to center field. Martin is there, and it's a routine play for out number 1. This is the part of the order now that has been the fire starters in the Wingate order. Dudley worked a walk in the 3rd. Was driven in on a 2-run home run from Reagan Simmons, who stands on deck. First pitch to Dudley, and she fouls it away first base side. Count goes to 0-1. The 0-1 from Spradlin. Dudley hoists it to the left. Saunders creeps in, puts 2 away. And so here comes the dangerous Reagan Simmons, 2 for 2 with a pair of home runs. Solo shot in the 2nd on the first pitch she saw of the afternoon. And then a 2-run shot in the third pushed the advantage up to 5 for Wingate. First offering to Simmons, misses high and outside, 1-0. Simmons is tardy on the pitch from Spradlin. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Spradlin stamps it at the bottom of the zone, 2-1, or 1-2. Spradlin on the 1-2. Called strike 3. Simmons down looking. It's a 1-2-3, top of the 5th for Spradlin. Her second strikeout. Eagles trying to gain momentum. They're chasing 4 when we come back for the bottom of the 5th on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Jillian Thomas late coming out of the Wingate dugout. And now time is called as she's holding her left knee. And it looks like she took a ball that was being thrown back in off her knee. She was late coming out of the dugout. Anyway, she was being checked by Colby Reed, the Carson-Newman athletic trainer, in the third base side dugout. As now she comes back out and is going to see how she's feeling. Gets one pitch, and then Maurice Ash, the home plate umpire here in Game 2, says, yep, we're good. Abby Martin will climb in. 2, 3, and 4 for Carson-Newman in their order. This Carson-Newman offense is starting to string some hits together. 2 hits in each of the last 2 innings. They left the bases loaded, however, in the bottom half of the 4th. First pitch to Martin misses low as it skips in across the turf. And the Carson-Newman dugout now trying to match the intensity that the Wingate dugout has had for most of this afternoon. The 1-0 finds the zone, and the count levels to 1-1 against Abby Martin. She's 0 for 2 with a pair of swinging strikeouts. And she was 0 for 4 in Game 1. The 1-1. Martin pushes it out into right field, rather, and the catch is made by Bella Kramer for out number 1. So Martin is 0 for 7 now on the day. Brings up Macaulay Bailey with 1 away. She has reached both times, a walk in the first and then an RBI single in the third. First pitch to Bailey. Off the mark for ball 1. 1-0. Finds the outside corner. Thomas levels the count at 1-1. One to Bailey. Misses low. Drop pitch from Thomas that Bailey is not enticed by. Eight hits for Wingate, 5 for Carson-Newman. 2-1. This is just outside to Macaulay Bailey, and it's 3-1. Grace Gregory due to come up, and if it gets further, it would be Anne-Marie Richards. (3-1) to Macaulay Bailey. Turns and pushes it foul down the right field line. Three balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. In the bottom half of the 5th, Carson-Newman running out of opportunities. They're going to spur a comeback. Payoff pitch. Bailey fights it off and sends it into the netting behind home plate. Open stance in the righty's batter's box. The payoff pitch. Bailey sends it into right center field, and they'll split the gap and bounce into the wall. Bailey turns around first and motors into second. A 1-out double. She's reached all 3 times here in game number 2. Puts another run in scoring position for Carson-Newman. Went low to get that pitch. Worked it the other way and split between the 2 outfielders in Hobgood and Kramer. So here comes Grace Gregory. She's 0 for 2 today in game number 2 after having a productive game 1, highlighted by her 3-run home run in the first. Also had a walk and a single. First pitch to Gregory. Turns and flies it out to right field. Kramer comes in. There's out number 2. Bailey is tagging, goes halfway to third. Now the ball gets into foul ground down the left field line, and Bailey is already retreating to second. So a pair of flyouts to right field for the Carson-Newman hitters for both outs here in the bottom of the 5th, and so here is Anne-Marie Richards. Had a single to lead off the 4th. Was left stranded at third. Part of a bases loaded situation, and Richards calls time. Thomas climbs back onto the rubber. First pitch to Richards is a strike. They're at the bottom rail of the zone, zone 1. Carson-Newman's had hits, but they haven't had the timely hits today. At least in the second game, I should say, rather. The 0-1. The off-speed dips low. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 away. The 1-1. Richards, a slow roller to the shortstop Higginbotham. Throw is offline and goes up the first base side. Bailey will come in to score, and Richards brings in a run. We'll see how it's officially ruled, but either way, it is 5-2 Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman trims the deficit to 3. Here comes Addie Saunders. Hesitated for a moment on her swing and fouls it away as the count goes to 0-1. One misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. It is ruled as a single for Richards, and then Bailey scores on the throwing error by the shortstop. 1-1. Saunders chops it foul. It's 1-2. Saunders is 2 for 2, a pair of singles. Here comes the 1-2. Saunders shoots it into right center field. It'll get past Kramer and go all the way to the wall. Richards gets the green light at third. Saunders heading into third. She is in there with a triple. What a slide from Addie Saunders, and a huge swing makes it 5-3. Saunders is 3 for 3. Now adds an RBI on her day. Meeting in the circle as they all disperse now, and Carson-Newman brings that deficit down to 2. Mathena has a chance to cut it to 1. She represents the tying run as Saunders stands 60 feet away at third. First pitch swinging from Mathena, and she comes up empty. It's 0-1. 8 hits apiece now for both sides. As Thomas slowly climbs back onto the rubber. Here's the 0-1. Nearly hits Mathena, but it catches the inner half, and it's 0-2. Carson-Newman has scored the last 3 runs of the game. Here's the 0-2 to Mathena. Checks her swing and holds off as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 is high and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Katie Mathena, who's worked backwards in this at-bat. Fielder's choice and a sac bunt on the afternoon here in Game 2 for Mathena. The 2-2. Mathena spoils as she clips it foul. The 2-2 nearly hits Mathena. She twists out of the way. Takes ball 3. Head coach Mike Graves says, maybe you should have just taken it at that point. Either way, the count runs full with 2 away. Payoff pitch to Mathena. Swings and misses. Saunders, however, cuts the lead down to 2. An RBI triple. She's left stranded at third and sends us into the 6th. It is a 5-3 Carson-Newman lead on the Eagle Sports, Carson-Newman trails Wingate 5-3 on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers. Passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Patterson leads off for Wingate in the top of the sixth. The lead has been trimmed down to 2 as Patterson swings on the first pitch, lines it straight to the left fielder Saunders, who puts one away. It was Saunders with an RBI triple in the bottom of the fifth, scored Anne-Marie Richards and brought that lead down to 2. And now she gets out number 1 as it's 7, 8, and 9 due up for Wingate. Bella Kramer and Demaya McFadden. Here is Kramer. First pitch from Spradlin misses outside, and it's 1-0. Kramer lines it into center field for a base hit. A one-out single for Bella Kramer. And that is her first hit of the afternoon. Puts one on with one away, and here's the 9-hitter, Demaya McFadden. First pitch swing, grounds it to second. Winchester will go to second for 1. And then reaching on the fielder's choice is McFadden. As the base runner in Kramer just ran around Winchester in that spot. Brings up the top of the order with Kaylee Hobgood. 1 for 3. RBI single back in the second. First pitch finds the inner half from Spradlin, and it's 0-1. Spradlin looking to put up another 0, has put up back-to-back scoreless frames. Here's the 0-1. Hobgood, seeing eye shot into right field for a base hit. It gets under the glove of Mathena, and it will go all the way to the wall. McFadden motors around third. She'll come in to score. Hobgood slams on the brakes at third. And a much-needed run for Wingate pushes the lead back up to 3. As Mathena just lost it as she went to go grab it. And it's a single with a 2-base error. As Spradlin starts with a strike to Addie Higginbotham, excuse me. Higginbotham, a check swing to third. Gregory Fields' throw is low, and Higginbotham is safe. And coming in to score goes Hobgood, and now it's 7-3. Carson-Newman was looking to be in control, and then now it's all spiraled out of control, and the lead is back to 4 for Wingate. Here is Kendra Murray. First pitch, Murray ground ball into center field. It's another base hit for Wingate. They have found a way to break through against Spradlin. Out of reach for a diving Winchester, and time is called as Holly Tucker-Vance comes out of the first base side dugout once again. Everybody comes in for Carson-Newman that scored 3 unanswered runs, but now Wingate answers here in the 6th with a pair, but both are unearned. Hobgood single that found its way past Katie Mathena and right. And allowed Demaya McFadden to sprint all the way home. So here comes Riley Griffin. 0 for 2. Sac fly in the first, and then back-to-back flyouts her last 2 times. Up to Abby Martin in center field. First pitch swing, and she shoots it foul down the right field line. Count goes to 0-1. The 0-1, ground ball to second. Winchester takes it to the bag herself for out number 3. But Wingate adds 2 more in the top of the 6th inning. It is a 7-3 Bulldog lead. Carson-Newman now trailing by 4 once again, trying to come back in the bottom of the 6th when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Change for Wingate in the circle. It is now Lily Robbins that relieves Jillian Thomas, as she now holds a 4-run advantage. 2 more runs tacked on in the 6th by Wingate. Pair of unearned runs against Lorelei Spradlin. Higginbotham's now picking up an RBI. It was changed from an error to a hit. Sarah Walker leads off for Carson-Newman, trying to spur on some more runs. Check swing from Walker. She holds off, and the count goes to 1-0. Walker, after a 3-for-4 game 1 with a pair of RBIs, she's 0 for 2 in game number 2. Strikeout and a pop out. The 1-0. High and outside, 2-0. Robbins, a 3.84 ERA. Appearance number 10 on the season. 2-0. Hangs upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. And they're going to say it caught the wrist of Walker, so it'll be a hit by pitch. Maurice Ash, the home plate umpire, making that call. Shelby Armstrong pinch hitting for Reese Winchester in this spot. Facing the sophomore in Robbins. Lefty comes home. Armstrong fouls the first pitch away. Count goes to 0-1. Robbins, a native of Elkin, North Carolina. He's been used as an opener of sorts her last couple of times. Went 3 2/3 her last time out against E&H 4 days ago. Gave up 5 runs, 3 of those earned. As Armstrong turns on the 0-1, drives it deep to center field. Hobgood turning around and makes the catch on the warning track. Comes back to the top of the order, and Hobgood got a good read on it. Stumbling down, able to hold on to it. So here's Malia Smith now in the top of the Carson-Newman order. Robbins' first pitch. Smith pops it up, out of play, third base side. Two conference play appearances for Robbins. 5 innings, 10 hits allowed, 8 runs, all of those earned. The 0-1. Smith pushes a bunt back, fielded on the backhand by Robbins. Snaps it to first, and there's out number 2. Walker advances up to second. A little further out in front of home plate than Malia Smith would have wanted. So here's Abby Martin with a runner in scoring position and 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Martin is his ball high. 1 ball and no strikes to senior center fielder in Martin. Still searching for her first hit of the day. He is 0 for 3. This is upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Robbins did have 6 Ks in her last outing against Emory and Henry. 2-0. Down the chute, and it's a called strike. 2-1 with 2 away. Two-1, fouled back, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-2. Zips upstairs, and Martin has worked the count full. Payoff pitch on the way. Martin a pair of strikeouts and a flyout. Has Walker over at second, started this inning with a hit-by-pitch. And the payoff from Robbins. Called strike 3. Martin thought she had worked ball 4. Instead, it's strike 3, and Walker's left stranded as it goes to the 7th. A 7-3 Wingate lead over Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop SeeingEagles.com.
Dudley, Simmons, and Patterson for Wingate here in the top of the seventh. A 7-3 lead is popped up behind home plate. Richards will make the play for out number one as Dudley's put down on the first pitch here in the seventh. Lorelei Spradlin still working for the Eagles. Got the lead down to 2 with the pair in the fifth, but then Wingate answered with 2 runs of their own in the top of the sixth inning. Reagan Simmons now up. First pitch from Spradlin. Finds the outer half. The 0-1. This is low. Count runs all square to Reagan Simmons. 2 for 3. A pair of home runs. Solo shot in the second and a 2-run shot in the third. 1-1. Simmons, hard grounder to second. Shelby Armstrong, who has come in, makes the play for out number 2. Brings up the second baseman, Sidney Patterson. First pitch to Patterson. Off the mark, and it's 1-0. A 1-0. Brushes inside. 2 balls and no strikes now to Patterson. Singled back in the second, was the first batter that Lorelei Spradlin faced. And a ground out and a fly out the last 2 times to the plate. 2-0. Right at the knees. 2-1. Spradlin home on the 2-1. Hangs upstairs, 3 balls and a strike to Patterson. Bella Kramer stands on deck if it gets to her. 3-1. It's upstairs and it's a 2-out walk to Patterson. Brings Kramer to the dish. The largest deficit that Carson-Newman has overcame this season was 3. First pitch is outside to Kramer. 1-0. Trailed by 3 against Davis and Elkins and Lincoln in back-to-back games in Raleigh. Both 4-1 deficits. They trailed 5-0 here in game 2. The 1-0, Kramer bounces it to the shortstop Smith. Zings it across the diamond, and there is out number 3. So a 2-out walk from Patterson, but no further damage as it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Macaulay Bailey, Grace Gregory, and Anne-Marie Richards as Carson-Newman needs 4 when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman needs 4 with 3 outs to work with. Macaulay Bailey leads off here in the bottom of the 7th. A 7-3 Wingate lead over the 24th ranked Eagles. The Eagles took game 1 8-0 via run rule. Wingate turned around and threw the first punch. 5-0 lead through 3 innings. Carson-Newman slowly crept back into it. First pitch to Macaulay Bailey. Here's a strike in the heart of the zone from Lily Robbins. And the count goes to 0-1. Carson-Newman brought itself within 2. The 0-1 dips low from Robbins. 1 ball and 1 strike. Addie Saunders had an RBI triple back in the 5th. Made it 5-3. Wingate responded with 2 of their own in the top of the 6th. Both unearned runs. 1-1. Bailey hammers it out to center field. Hobgood back to the track, to the wall. It is gone. A leadoff home run for Macaulay Bailey. Her 4th home run this season. And the Eagles are within 3 on the first pitch here, or the first at bat in the bottom of the 7th. Home run number 52 in her career, and the 234th RBI in her career as she continues to close in on the sack record. She is 3 for 3 in game 2. And now here comes Grace Gregory. First pitch to Gregory is upstairs for ball 1. So Carson-Newman now just needs 3 more. Teams have had comeback bids against the Eagles on multiple occasions this season. 1-0 is outside to Gregory, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Gregory a foul tip that is into the mid of Simmons behind the dish. So Bailey with the leadoff home run gives some energy back to the Carson-Newman dugout. 2-1 count here to Grace Gregory. Pitch home from Robbins. Another foul tip from Gregory. Squares the count up at 2-2. The on-base streak for Macaulay Bailey has now reached 49 consecutive games. Hitting streak is at 17. 2-2 to Gregory. Misses high on the rise ball from Robbins. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch to Gregory. Goes upstairs and she chases the rise ball. Second strikeout for Robbins, puts 1 away. In the bottom of the 7th. Now Anne-Marie Richards has got hits in her last 2 trips to the plate. 2 for 3 on the afternoon overall here in the second contest. As an excuse me check swing where she goes around and fouls it away. After going 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs in game 1, Grace Gregory is 0 for 4 in the second half of this twin bill. And the 0-1. Hangs outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Right down Main Street, and it's 1-2 to Richards. One-two to Richards. High and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saunders stands on deck. She's 3 for 3. Couple of singles and an RBI triple. 5 and 6 in the Carson-Newman order, and Richards and Saunders have been stars in the lineup here in the second game alongside Macaulay Bailey. 2-2, a wave and a miss as Robbins goes back to the well, elevates the rise ball a little higher. Richards can't lay off it. It's back-to-back strikeouts to put 2 away after the leadoff home run from Macaulay Bailey, and now the Eagles are down to its last out. Three strikeouts for Robbins. First pitch to Saunders. Robbins goes upstairs, and Saunders watches it go by. 1-0. Pair of singles and a triple for Addie Saunders. The 1-0. Robbins goes back upstairs, and Saunders takes another ball. (2-0). And it's 3-0 as it's high and outside to Saunders. A lot of teams that have had comebacks against Carson-Newman, they've done it with 2 outs. Now the Eagles have to do the same on the flip side. 3-0 to Saunders, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Addie Saunders, who reaches for the 4th time here in game number 2. Brings up Katie Mathena. Dating back to game 1, last time that Saunders had gone back to the dugout retired was in the bottom of the 2nd inning on a flyout. She has reached the last 6 times she's come to the plate as Mathena takes a first pitch strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Mathena struck out swinging, closed the book on the bottom of the 5th with the bases, or closed the book in the bottom of the 5th with Saunders over at 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Catches the top of the zone. Now Mathena in an 0-2 hole. Carson-Newman down to its last strike. After 4 straight balls to Saunders, Robbins has delivered back-to-back strikes to Mathena. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the 7th for Lily Robbins. And Wingate picks up its 3rd ranked win of the season to split the doubleheader with Carson-Newman. The Eagles took game 1 8-0 via a run rule, but Wingate responds 7-4 to take game 2. So both teams now sit at 3-3 in sack play. Carson-Newman drops to 22-7 overall, while Wingate improves to 16-10. Carson-Newman will be back at home on Saturday when they take on the Anderson Trojans, another big contest in sack play. Anderson and Wingate split to open up sack play last Tuesday. Meanwhile, for Wingate, they'll have the weekend off. They'll be back at home in a week's time when they welcome Catawba on March 25th. Until then, or until Saturday, rather, when Rayanna DeCrow will have the call on the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Matt Scalzo saying so long from Jefferson City. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday afternoon.